Hey, my name's Ali from Whatcomesaround Vintage, and today I'm going to take you through some key pieces in my collection. One of the most paramount people that started me loving Nike from the age of 8 years old all the way up to now was a guy called Andre Agassi. I fell in love with his flamboyant demeanor on the court. The neon colors were just something that just took my breath away when I was younger. So I'm just going to talk to you about a few pieces that I have accumulated in my collection now that stem from that love way back then. So one of the key pieces in the collection is this t-shirt. I knew it as a kid as a poster actually, and I actually own the poster as well. I have come across a couple of these in a size medium, but never one in an XL in my size. So as soon as that came available, I knew I had to get it. The fade on it is amazing. The feel of it is exactly how I like about a vintage tee now. But as you can see here, the t-shirt basically just mimics the poster exactly. Agassi is down the side of the poster as it is down the side of the t-shirt here, but the main thing about this t-shirt and what most people comment on when they see it is this awesome back graphic. Even to the point where they've included the Stitch logo on his shirt on the tee there. It's amazing. Like, I love the black and white of it. I love the feel of it, the look of it. It's one of the key pieces in the collection that I have now. I bought this in the UK and I've had it about 6 months in my collection, and it's one that I love and wear all of the time. Another piece that I have is actually a dead stock medium boys Agassi t-shirt. So the reason that I've kept this in the package is because it's very rare that I find something from, this was 1993. It's very rare that I find something 26 years later that is still in this condition. So I actually have this t-shirt in the Jordan and in the David Robinson, so that's one of the reasons that I have kept it this way in the packaging. And I just love, even to the back of it here, you have the instructions. It says made in Greece. You have the instructions of how it's put in the packaging. I just think it looks amazing as it is. The graphic is insane, again, very 90s, that kind of shadowy-esque Agassi picture, not a full picture of him. But my favorite part of it as well is the Challenge Court tag on it. That is, for me, the best Nike tag ever produced, and I love that it sits there in its original pristine condition from the early 90s. The absolute grail of my Agassi items is this piece that I picked up from Vintage Hamburg in Germany, a store that's online and on Instagram. This, for me, is the colorway that got me started. When I saw this neon colorway and this neon splash on Agassi's Nike collection, it's what hooked me in. So to be able to get this dead stock, this was again in a package, but I actually did take this out of the package because I did considering wearing it, but I just can't bring myself to do so. Just when it's got that awesome dead stock tags, like the original 90s gray stripe tag, the Challenge Court tag, that pristine tag on the inside of it with the Challenge Court neon yellow logo. This for me is just like that fade of the black into the neon yellow is just all about Agassi for me. And then that extra, the stripes were very, very Agassi at that time, and that just extra pop of color with the turquoise, and then it goes all the way around to the back as well. For me, this is one of the most amazing pieces in my collection. It's my favorite Agassi piece that I have. And it's something that will remain in the collection forever. Another similar item, one that I actually do wear, is this colorway of, I think this was the year later, and actually was paired with the AirTech Challenge, well, what you call Fords, or the AirTech Challenge Huaraches. But again, like a proper 90s pop, and the color is just fantastic with the purple that goes into the green. Just the randomness of the black pattern, just that kind of seems like it, like something spilt on it in a way. I just love it, and I wore this to the Australian Open this year, and again, like the tag that you have on the side there, this brings back so many memories for me. When I used to see these in sports shops when I was younger and I wasn't able to afford them or I wasn't allowed them, I just remember such vivid memories of this tag on the side of the shirt being something that I was in awe of. So again, amazing colorway. I actually don't have them with me, but I have the shorts to match in a similar colorway, so potentially a great summer outfit there. This again, same sort of reasons, but this is a jacket That was for, this was a 1990 for the AirTech Challenge 3, I believe, for the lows. Because of the colorway I've seen of the shoe, it seems to be the only one that matches up against it. Just again, like, amazing sort of, not even nod to the 90s of that time. They just went all out on these pieces. And this is why a lot of people didn't really like Agassi, because tennis was pristine white, and especially Wimbledon. He didn't play Wimbledon on a couple of occasions, and then when he did, he was forced to actually come in all white, which he didn't want to do, because he was known as the rebel of tennis. And this was how Nike marketed him. They marketed him in this amazing pop colorways. This is, again, I picked this up last year on Depop again, I think it was, or maybe even eBay. And it's rare that I see these in my size in an XL, but again, that tag on the sleeve and the tag on the back of the jacket, it's just everything that I love about an item from that time, and everything that I loved about them when I was like 8, 10, 12 years old. So I had to have it when I saw it. And again, just the way that they're made versus the way that jackets are made now by sportswear companies is just so much better. Lastly, it's not a tee, but as the last one was a jacket, and it's a really key piece in my collection and something that people are in awe of when they see, a pair of dead stock denim Agassi shorts with the Lycra cycling shorts in them. This was an Agassi staple. This was like one of the most kind of skeptical and pieces that he wore that a lot of people were very sort of up in the air about whether they agreed with it or not. These were actually originally offered to John McEnroe to wear, and he refused it. So Agassi was the one that they marketed to wear these shorts, and they suited his personality and his profile down to a T. Again, with that amazing dead stock tag. These were actually for the AirTech Challenge 3/4 1991. With this similar logo on the shoe, so they matched up to that. But I very rarely ever see these in dead stock, and they go for crazy amount of money on eBay now. I managed to grab these when there was a bit of a lull in the pricing, but these are just a fantastic piece to have in my collection. Again, will go nowhere and will remain in the collection for a long time. So that's kind of it for the Agassi pieces that I have. I'm continually always collecting. I have a lot of accessories, a lot of bandanas, dead stock bandanas, dead stock sweatbands, dead stock headbands, all that are a key part of my collection. And when I eventually get my man cave, they will all go into a cabinet and be there on display for whoever wants to come round to see. And cool, as I said, as I'm still hunting for these, as everyone can see, the types of things that I like, that neon pop Nike stuff. If anyone comes across them, please get in contact. I'd love to do trades. I'd love to buy the stuff off you or swap or whatever it might be. I'd love to hear from you.